Hi, I'm Pablo from Hashing Systems. First, let's introduce the lady of the night, Hashgraph. Hedera Hashgraph is a system that sought out to build a blockchain that was really fast and safe. And they did it by using proof-of-stake protocols. Now, proof-of-stake protocols will be taking over about 25% of all cryptocurrencies this year. And it's because it uses less energy and it's way more secure. Over 10 years ago in the making and $124 million in funding, US dollars, currently Hedera released payments, storage, and smart contracts. Now, these features, along with the network, will be governed by 39 multinational companies. 5 of those who have been announced and include the likes of Deutsche Telekom and a few other multinational companies from South America. Most investors do this thing called HODL. It's an acronym for Hold On to Dear Life, which essentially is where you buy a token and you hold them as they appreciate. Now, this model works great for Bitcoin and other types of tokens like Ethereum. But when it comes to stakeable tokens, you need a different strategy. Now, staking is a process where you lock in your tokens in a certain way, much like a certificate of deposit. Users can lock in their tokens and earn what can be considered interest, which allows them to realize even bigger gains. Coinbase and Pantera Capital already have invested in companies that just do staking. So this isn't really a new thing, it's just a new process. We plan to help investors compound their yield through staking, and we take a 10% fee on that staking yield, and we reinvest it into the platform for better systems and solutions. These solutions are based on the 3 main pillars that we believe Hashgraph dApps need to develop. And these are identity, standards, and security. So the identity solutions provide names to users, to things, to smart contracts. The same way you identify a website through a domain, google.com, you can identify a smart contract via its name. You can update that name, and it helps you develop easier. Same thing with the standards. Knowing how to develop and how to put a contract together is very vital for things to be interoperable. And in terms of security, we want to make sure that when you put something on the chain, that someone doesn't actually trick it and changes what you want, because everything is immutable. You can lose your coins, and if you're a company that does crypto and you lose your coins, you go bankrupt. So in these solutions, Hashname service, we have over 250 registered names. And with the standards, which provide the basis of this is the Hedera improvement proposal. And it provides an avenue for people to learn more and be able to provide their input when it comes to these standards. And to make sure your connection to Hashgraph isn't tampered with, you use Hashgraph or Hashgraph API, the provider. Now, to recap, we have a lot of traction in this, support from the Hedera teams, as well as a lot of support from the community with over 150 pre-registered developers to use our API once Hedera goes open access. Now, we have a comprehensive strategic and operational partnership with a VC fund that invested in Hashgraph, and we're staking their funds, which allows us to build the community, the standards, and the APIs. Now, we surveyed a lot of the cohorts or the teams here, and over half of them have signed agreements to work with us, further collaborating on the standards and the protocol. Now, we're looking to raise 1.5 million to build the standards, the security, and the APIs, as well as the staking systems. Now, let me tell you a little about our team. They've shown an extreme level of adaptability to this new technology. Most of them hadn't heard about Hashgraph before, but I have worked with them for a long time and I trust them in what they do. They've helped us lay down the groundwork to build the ecosystem we want to see when Hedera launches. In conclusion, we're the first to market with the most comprehensive technology, and we're supported by the mothership. Now, here's a meta view of the Hashgraph ecosystem and where we fall.